I think the question on everyone's lips is,
what would you do for pussy?
welcome everybody, Swanzette here, and today we're doing a tier list. And this tier list is going to be ranking all of the Bring Me the Horizon albums, excluding the Low Files album that just released. So we got 10 albums here we're going to rate from S to D or haven't listened to. Now, it goes without saying, this is my favorite band. I'm sure a lot of people who've been watching me kind of figured this out. I mean, I even got a tattoo right here from one of their songs. It's House of Wolves. I did a coffin with some roses, and it says, the only kingdom you'll see, because I just really like that breakdown. I want to get more tattoos by them. I'm definitely going to get the little umbrella. I'm going to get the Sempiternal album. I'm going to be pretty much covered in Ollie ink. I thought it would be fun to do a tier list of the albums. Now, first things first. On this album here, I only kind of briefly listened to it. You're gonna watching this video, you're gonna see what kind of metal I'm truly into. This metal, so for me, when they first started out, was just too wild for me. And a lot of this was still around early 2000s when metal was still very raw before it became melody-like, and that's when I start to really like metal. I still like a lot of the old stuff, but metal now, where people figured out the formula, where it's got this nice melody to it, it's amazing. So, but we're gonna go ahead and put this one on haven't listened to. Now, Pray for Plagues album, we're gonna have to put it in the A list. Recently I've been listening to it, and Off the Heeze has become like one of my favorites. I would say either A Lot Like Vegas or Liquor and Love Lost was probably one of my favorites. But when I hear Off the Heeze now, it's a fucking vibe. Sorry for my language, but it's just so, I don't want to say different. Maybe at the time it was different, but it just has so many different styles of metal in one song. You know, it sounds like multiple bands came together and collabed one song, and I just love Off the Heeze. It's just become one of my favorites. Now for Suicide Season, man, I really like a good bit. There's a few songs that actually I still have not listened to on this album. I thought I've listened to all of it, but there's still a few I haven't. Chelsea's Smile is a huge favorite of mine. I really love the part where he's saying, like, if I don't believe in him, why would he believe in me? Because that's something in religion for me that I struggle with. And then also, you got like Death Breath and Diamonds Aren't Forever. Man, this, gonna have to put it in A. I want to put it in S. There's only like a few of the songs that I actually like truly listen to. I'll still sometimes skip songs of this one, so I'm gonna put it on A. This album, There Is a Hell, believe me, I seen it. To me, this is when they started kind of figuring out their formula. I don't think Jordan had became part of the band. I think that was Sempiternal. But this is when you could tell they were starting to really get a good rhythm going. They started to kind of understand where they wanted to be in making music. Not saying that the music they made before was bad, but you knew they were starting to find their sound here. This album, I don't know if there's one I skip on this one. I might put this one in S. It Never Ends was one of my favorite songs for the longest time. It's no longer my favorite Bring Me the Horizon song, but it was still one of my top contenders. I love Blessed with a Curse. Don't Go is beautifully performed. It's also terribly depressing when I learned what it was about and its backstory. Blacklist is fucking awesome. Man, you know what? S tier. I don't think I really skip any songs when this one comes on. It was definitely the introduction to Bring Me the Horizon. I didn't really know it at the time because when I first heard this album, I was still one of those kids who just listened to the song name. They didn't pay attention to the artist. Sempiternal, more like This Is Sandpit Turtle. This is when I've discovered Bring Me the Horizon, like where I truly say I discovered. I remember being in Best Buy. I had a Zune. You guys remember those days? And I looked it up to see how it sounded. And I was like, this sounds pretty good. I'm going to buy it. That's all I went off by. I just quickly listened to a 30-second preview. I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this album. There is not one song I do not care for on this album. And this is kind of when I realized, like, these people, this band, this is a good band. The lyric just resonated with me. Oh man, I can sit here and talk all day about it. So it's obviously this one's an S. Now onto That's the Spirit. Man, where's the Royal Albert Hall? Oh well, that one's not. It's okay. It doesn't need to be on here. But that's S tier. That I really wish I experienced. If they ever did something like that again, I'd have serious FOMO. I'd probably throw away all my life savings if they did the Royal Albert Hall again. That's the Spirit. I'm gonna this is when I fell in love with Bring Me the Horizon. I know this is when they started to get softer. To me, all these lyrics from here on, I mean, they always kind of really been the same, but when this was just relatable for me. Doomed is my favorite song. Dig It comes close to almost taking over Doom. But Doomed is my favorite song. As someone who suffers from depression, it's just so relatable. All the songs that Ollie writes about in here are super relatable to me. And this is when he's, I know a lot of people don't like that they got lighter, but Ollie has a beautiful voice to him. I was scared because I heard how soft it was, and I had pre-ordered this album. I had to wait months for it to come in, so I bought it twice on my iPhone so I could go ahead and listen to it, because when I ordered it from their site, so I had to get shipped from Britain to me, or UK. When I finally sat and fully listened to it, I just fell in love. Ollie's voice is amazing, and I love the harder stuff. I really do. But man, Chef's Kiss. It's not my favorite album, though. This is not my favorite album. But this is just when I was like, yeah, this is my favorite band right here. Ammo, it feels kind of cruel to put it on B, but I might go ahead and do it. It's got the songs that are hits are fucking hits, man. They're good. But I might put this on a B. Nah, it's A. We're going to put it on A. I'm going to move this one on to B, though. It's kind of forgettable. It's a fun vibe song. Not really my kind of thing. I know it's just fun for him and Jordan Fisher. But back on the Ammo. This right here, I know I was thinking about putting it on B, but it's on A. I listened to this on repeat over and over and over and over again. I liked it. It was kind of sad it being a little bit softer, but it still had some really good songs on it. It was still a whole lot of fun. Into Dark was my favorite on this album for sure. I still really appreciate what was going on, because by the time I heard this album, I already knew Ammo. I was gonna love it, and this is my favorite band. I'm gonna love whatever they do, and there was no stopping that. Still an A tier album for me. I think it's getting pretty clear on where all these are gonna land. On Posthuman, man, when I heard Dear Diary, I was like, holy shit. It just, whoa. I was shocked, because I was so used to Ammo that I was not ready at all for what this album was going to be. There is not a single song on this album I do not like. If I skip one, it's the introduction to Kingslayer, because it's not automatically part of Kingslayer. If it was part of Kingslayer, that'd be great, way better. It's a short album for sure. It's S tier. I don't skip any of it. Love it. Dear Diary's awesome. Parasite Eve's awesome. One by One took a little bit, but that one's awesome. It had to grow on me on that one for sure. But man, when I first heard Dear Diary, I was like, wow, he came in swinging. It's still not as heavy as these two albums here, but it was just a good way to show, hey, we can still kick some ass. And then with the second Posthuman album, this is probably my favorite Bring Me album there is. Besides a couple of them that are really just little quick, like interludes, I guess you would call them. The way it just goes from one song to the other, and I know you're probably going to say all songs go one song to the other, but no, it's almost like one continuous song all the way through. They just flow into each other perfectly. And the transition to Amen is hilarious. Like I said, Dig It is almost a contender for like number one. It almost became my favorite, but Doomed just resonates with my soul, especially when he's just talking about like there is a light, you know. Oh man. But S tier, I almost would argue the best album they've ever made, just because of how well it flows together. It's becoming a common thing for bands now to kind of have a more early 2000s sound, and so nostalgia's probably blinded me with this one too, because a lot of their songs remind me of early 2000s songs. Limousine sounding kind of like Deftones. Lost reminding me of that party anthem song by that one dude that he has like the bloody nose. It just sounds like a lot of old style writing, and it just flows so well together. Kool-Aid instantly hypes me up. I always clap my hands on listening to it. If I have my earbuds in and I'm anywhere, people look at me like crazy because they're wondering why the hell I'm clapping. Dig it, volume all the way up, screaming with my hand up. Oh man. NA, love NA as well. I just love every song on here. Do I wish they had more of its own stuff? Yes, I do. But how it all comes together is just beautifully done. I love it so much. And you can clearly tell what style of metal I said. And like kind of said in the beginning, where it's more melodic is how I like it. A lot of people, if you like the raw stuff where it's just kind of chaotic, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking that style of metal. A lot of people, we're so quick to jump on everyone else's opinions when it comes to metal. There's so many subgenres and we gatekeep so hard. Who cares if someone likes the softer or the more melodic part of metal? And who cares if someone likes the more raw sounding, the more chaotic sounding of metal? The fact that we're all listening to metal and banding together and just jamming out, having a good time is all that matters, you know? Sorry, got off on a tangent there. Here's my tier list. I hope y'all enjoy it. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Low files. We need low files. If I were to put low files on here, I'm never usually a big fan of lo-fi, but I love low files. I've actually been just listening to it at work lately, and also when I'm doing my thumbnails on Photoshop, I'll have it playing. So low files, I actually would even put in S tier, just because it's fun. It's something more I can get into than really the chill dance to album. But yeah, so low files is S tier for me. It's a nice little vibe. Quick, and they're quick, they're short, they're not. To me, they don't overstay their presence. That's my list. And as you can tell, it's my favorite band because nothing was down too low. It's all up here to S and A's really. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Comment down below what y'all's tier list would be. Also, what's your favorite song from each album? I would love to hear it. Please like, subscribe, and if y'all like this tier list content, tell me and I'll do some more. Y'all have a good one. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.